Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What if I told you that you guys can also do this? And I know what you're probably wondering, what are we looking at? Well, I have no HUD, plus I can move around the camera as ever I feel like, and I'm on third person. But the third person is very easy to do, because if I were to press escape and press third person toggle, it would then go between the third person and first person, although I've now just bugged it, so there we go. So essentially, with the press of a button, I am now doing this. Now, obviously, even the HUD disappearing, these are all just for, let's say, teaching purposes. So what I'm about to show you is essentially just to explain to you how it can be done. I am not telling you to do it, and regardless of it, there's no real advantage to have something like this, because I mean, think about it. You can't see your HP bar, you can't see your cooldowns, you can't see nothing. You go into a match and you know you're gonna have a hard time understanding what's going on, and you're gonna probably die a lot faster. However, if you were one of the people who happens to do what I'm about to teach you in this video, and you happen to have a YouTube channel where you actually can post some gameplay, I would like to propose a challenge. I would like to see how good you guys would do with a champion like Maeve, Eevee, Zen, projectile fast champions, right? With no HUD. Let's call it the hardcore challenge. And all you need to do is then post the link to that video after you uploaded it in the comment section down below. And if you happen to, unfortunately, not be able to record or anything of the sort, I would also love to see some fantastic screenshots of your best poses or your best skins or whatever filters you want to add on top. And what I will do is I will be posting this video on YouTube, and then I will, I'll put it up on Twitter as well. And when I do, I'm going to grab the link of that tweet, and then I'm going to put it as my first comment on the comment section down below. And what you can do is you go to that tweet and you answer with it with your favorite pictures of no HUD, third person prints, or little images, wallpapers you have created. I want to see how creative you guys can be. But now, let's get into the actual explanation on how this works. So the reason why I'm saying this is for, teaching purposes, academic purposes, whatever you want to call it, is because we do have to change something in files. And as you guys are aware, that is against TOS. But just like, for example, people end up changing the files to increase the amount of the FPS you can have. So as you can see on the right side up top, it's very small, but it's right there. And right up there, you see there where my mouse is? You can see that by pressing a simple button of F9. So some people can actually change this, and you can go all the way to 300 or even more FPS. I've done it before in the past. I don't feel like there's much, advantage, since my monitor only goes to 165 megahertz. So what's the point of even going any further than that? So if Hi-Res allows that type of thing, and this is literally just from a code that already existed in the game that then got removed, which was the Togglehud, that you would just type in there on the little typing box, I don't feel like this is really much of a problem. But if you guys are scared that you might get banned or something, then my advice is don't do it. But for the curious ones, let's do it. This only works on Steam and Epic Games, as you guys might understand. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the computer. You're going to go to your main hard drive, and for the people who are on Steam, it will be on the program files 86. Okay? If you are on Epic Games, it will be on the program files by default. Now, this does not mean that if you change it, it will still be in that exact spot, because obviously if you change it, you have to find that place where you decided to go. I'm going to show you where Epic Games is first, but that would be my phone. But all you need to do is go to program files, go to Epic Games. And once you enter, it should be having here the installation of Paladins, and you can then enter that folder, but I'll explain the rest after, because now we're going to go back, and for the people on Steam, which is most people, you'll go to the 86, go to Steam, and then inside of the Steam folder, search for the one called Steam Apps. Once you're here, go to Common. First folder. Search for the Paladins folder. And once you're here, I want you to go to only Chaos Gaming. Chaos Game. Do not touch anything else, for the love of God. Config. And that's it. No more folders. We're done. We're here. And please, for the love of God, do not touch anything else other than what I'm about to tell you. Please. You go to default input, try to open it as a numpad. If there's an option that asks you if you always want to change the style, the type of file this is, you just say no. All right, just open as notepad once and that's it. Do not screw this up. Once you're here, I want you to press Control F, and a little localization thingy will show up, right? So you can search for keywords and so on. So I want you to search for F5. Press enter and you will be greeted with this little section right here, this section, and this is what we want. So what I did is I made the command Togglehud for my F5 key, and it will be at F5. You can put it in any of the other function keys if you want to. At the F10 there was the statnet. That doesn't do anything. Neither does the toggle minimap or the toggle stat capture. None of that does anything. So what I did is I removed the one that was on F10 and I put the toggle client 3p. All of these commands will be written down in the description. Okay, so you can just copy paste it so you don't commit any mistakes. This all has to be done with the game closed, by the way, because otherwise it won't refresh the changes. So for F10, I made sure it was toggle client 3p. You can try to put this on the C keybind. I mean, in fact, if you go up here, you'll find that there was already supposed to be something like that over there, but this one doesn't work anymore. And obviously this only works on shooting range if you haven't fully understood that by now. The HUD does work everywhere except for the main menu, only in-game. Any in-game game that you are in, any match, you can then toggle it on and off. I advise you not to have it on once the match is over, because once you're in the menu, you can't turn it off. So you have to like restart your entire game, okay? So make sure that once you go back into the menu, you turn the HUD back on. And also careful, because if you don't have a HUD, when you try to press escape to go to options and so on, it will be like all blurred out, but you can't see the button. So press escape again, toggle the HUD back on, and then you can go to the options, okay? But again, as we said before, here on the F5, I made the toggle HUD so that every time I press F5, it toggles it on and off. On the F10, I made the toggle client 3p, so it goes in third person and off at third person, but it doesn't appear to be the exact same third person that we have the button in game, because as you saw there was a little bit of a bug. I can even make the camera go even a bit more back for some reason. And then the toggle client 3p is not mandatory. You really don't have to do that. The one that I really love is this one. If you scroll just a little bit up and you find the middle mouse button, which is the the little mouse wheel, when you press it down, I typed the command SetForced3pFreeCam true, then space and a little bar, and then OnRelease SetForced3pFreeCam false. So what does this do? This does this, because if you remember correctly, this used to exist, but then it was removed. In fact, it used to be the button Alt, but it no longer works. There is, however, a character that does this, and I believe it's either Sati or Azan when they go AFK for a bit. So no, Azan is not. He is currently moving, but I believe it's Sati that if she stands still for too long on third person, when you rotate, she won't move. So this is literally the only character that does this. But now, obviously, with this that I'm doing, notice that my abilities will become red as soon as I press it. That means now I am no longer locked with the directional camera 3P camera. Instead, I can just look around, and that together with the hide HUD, we can have some amazing screenshots, pictures. And then if I turn off the F9 there with the stats, you have the most natural looking things of the game. And if I go further down into the options and put everything to the max, I have the best quality ever for every little print that I can do. And I can teach you even one more trick, but just before we go there. So the commands, they will all three be on the description, right? So because I'm on Windows 11, if I close this, it won't save it. So I have to purposely go to File, Save, and then close it. Now, if you had your game up, close it and turn it back on. It won't overwrite it, all right? But it will not work until you restart. In every new patch or so, there might be a chance that it will just disappear, so you have to redo it again. And you can do it on PTS as well. But obviously, this is going to be more for people who like photographs, whatever you want to call it, the science of photographs on, like Angiman does, of the game scenario, characters, skins, etc. Seeing even the effects on 3P with no HUD, so you can even have like some amazing, like what's it called, the thumbnails for YouTube videos, whatever you want to do. You want to do some edits for a little picture, some Photoshop editing, done. Like, you have it all, right? So this is an amazing tool that I'm really sad that it got removed back in the day. But eventually somebody under the name of Old Victor helped me out, together with another friend of mine called Zabratak, which helped me with the camera one. And ever since then, anytime I need for thumbnails or anything of the sort, this is what I use. And I believe that you guys can come up with some creative things, so make sure you go to the tweet for pictures, and if you have a YouTube video, put it as a comment, and I'll check it all out, all right? Now, just before we go away, I want to show you one tiny little trick that you can do. This is with Imani. So, Imani has a bug that if you go for wherever the hell she is, there's Grover. That is a weird ass Imani. That is still not Imani. There we go, we got Imani. So what I want you to do is use the alt, immediately change characters to a character you want. You are here now. Inara, Imani is going to be there. What I'm going to do is change back to Imani, and then alt again, change back to the character I want, and now you have a dragon. So that combined with no HUD, and you want to take some prints, got some nasty shots of dragons and stuff. Very nice. However, there's even one final thing here that you can also do, which is essentially, if you want to have the model of a character and you can just stay in first person looking at it, you can, for example, let's say that I want to look at Omen, right? And his brand new skin. I'm just going to have him around here probably. So we're going to go to Imani. I'm going to alt and change over to Omen. If I can find him. Now I don't know where he is. I'm not gonna lie, there he is. So what happens is when the ultimate of Imani ends, I'm gonna go back to Imani. Not changing anything, we're just gonna stay like this. And boom. Now, his model stays there. But you have to stay out of this area zone here, I forgot about that. So what you need to do here is alt outside, or you don't have to alt outside, but when you, whatever character you want to have as the little model, you have to get it out of the center because it will be considered as an enemy and it will die. So we're just gonna stand still, wait for the dragon of Imani there to disappear. I think, yeah, it was the second ultimate, so it's gonna create a dragon instead. It can be very tricky to master these. Right, so I'm gonna do this. We changed it. Now we just wait. Just gonna stand here. Oh, apparently not. No. What we're doing different is that apparently Mani has to ult in the middle of the map. I didn't know that. See, learning even as I'm recording. So So now I'm gonna change to a different character. Yeah, there we go. Now my money stays there. Exactly. But you have to have this model outside of the center, right? I would just want to put it here. Like maybe you want to do a collection of golden skins all in one row right here. You just put them all looking in that general direction. The ultimate of money will now end. And now when you go outside, we have Knave standing there. If she stays here, it's good. If she goes over there, she dies. And for what I can understand, you can also shoot at her and kill her. But you can use this to, you know, check out the model from outside. And it's a pretty cool trick. Let's hope that they don't fix this bug. But as you can see, you can just kill her. I'm not certain until what point, since we're here, I mean, might as well just do it, right? I'm gonna do a little bit of a testing here. And I'm gonna go to Fernando. It ages, infinite shield, right? And the idea is I'm gonna stand here, but I'm gonna hold my shield. I think you guys are starting to understand what I'm doing, right? I'm actually improving the shooting range, but I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll see. So Imani should die, or her ultimate should turn off in a minute, or not, because I see the dragon, so that would have been the second ultimate. So we gotta do it again. No. Aegis. Gotta be fast before the ultimate ends. We hold this. And if we go back to Imani, when the ultimate ends, we don't do anything. No, the shield closes. Unfortunate. However, I mean, Torvald has a shield on him. So I guess that's one thing, but you don't see the damage numbers, so that's unfortunate. But you know, it's good to test on some different types of characters. I don't know, up to you guys what you want to test out, but you know, this combined with like no HUD, standing like this, you can do this, like, look, we're besties. So there you go. Fantastic. Again, don't forget to turn it off before leaving the game. That is pretty much it. I hope that you guys got well informed on the situation. Hopefully Harris doesn't fix this, because I'm going to be honest, this does not bring any sort of advantage. If anything, it actually brings out some fun little tools. And I hope that in fact, they actually bring these tools to us on purpose. So, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends to help them understand how this works. And again, please do not touch anything else on the files. Please. I will not be responsible if you do something that gets you banned, okay? But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, and a little bit of the sponsor time myself. You know, I stream on Twitch. It's on screen right now. You see there? Kreepers on Twitch. I did change my name. It used to be Kreepers YT. Now it's only Kreepers. So, after I'm doing this video, I'm probably going to be streaming as well, so you guys can join me. I'm not going to be doing Paladins all the time, but anytime you have questions about Paladins, you are free to join in and ask away. I will try to help you in anything possible related to Paladins. I didn't waste all this time learning the game from inside out to now just completely give up on the game now, right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And until then, have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.